Greetings everyone, here's KilRoy again, and this is a game War in the Pacific Advanced Edition. This is my play-by-email match against KilRoy. We're playing the Scenario 1 on the game version 27 with the new map. KilRoy also got choose the working American torpedoes. And we arrive here now at the end of the first week in April. I was able to achieve everything what the Japanese player normally need to survive without too high casualties. Now it is, I think, more or less time to prepare for the American Allied counterattack. I will try to finish, maybe to take New Caledonia, Numaya and Ceylon, but after this maybe a little more activity in North Australia, but I only try to maybe counter or attack and capture everything to have a good forward base. In the long run, is I think impossible to really stop the Allies. You will fall back over time, but the question is how early this happened and how successful the Allies are. So, unsuccessful submarine attack or detection. And I start my air campaign at Australia. But the Australian forces have flak, so a lot of damaged airplanes. Maybe I must fly a little higher. Most important is I can slow here maybe the infantry down, that I can sooner or later catch up. KilRoy's air campaign against my Japanese troops in Townsville. Every day a little, even killing units. Poor submarines cannot even stay on surface and smoke a cigarette and drink some sake, enjoy the weather. No, everywhere Allied terror attacks. But good Japanese flak is at least damaging this aircraft. Again, not too much activity. My carriers are returning to port and I must bring Akagi back to Japan for repairs. And maybe KilRoy lost too many battleships and other ships in the last weeks, so he's a little more reluctant to attack me. Daily bombardment in Nanchang. And the next attack on Lungsho. The next fort is breaking down. And This time the casualties are light on both sides, but I was able to destroy the fort. This is only also a suppressing attack here in Ceylon. And similar here in Burma. This is all triple terrain defense. Okay, Darwin get a new port, but Harvey get a new airfield. Of course, I also built up the major bases for support and defense operations in the future. So again, not too much activity, but KilRoy's flag at Australia was strong. So I lost 3, in total 3 key 48, but I think most of them are out of Darwin. Flag damage and then ops losses. For me, important is always if I lose pilots, because airframes, the Japan can more or less do unlimited. So if I don't lose pilots, then everything is fine. Ship sunk for me again. Oh no, there was this attack on my cargo ship, I remember, but it was not a successful. No kill. My cargo ship is. Was this not sinking? Or maybe I'm mistaking it. I thought I lost the cargo ship here today. Yeah, maybe it was the turn before. Oh, I really don't remember. No damage. No, then it must be turn before. Okay. So anything else over the map? There was not really much to talk about. My forces here are still in rest mode. I could butcher here all the Chinese units, but I will suffer myself, so I simply wait a little to heal up the most critical units. The supply situation is okay, but yeah, there's also more units coming down the road, so maybe in 1 week I can attack here. I also try to take the last city before I enter, I try to take here Nei Kaying, and Chongqing is I think impossible for me to take. There are too many Chinese units, but I don't really must take the city so far. If I stay in the city, I blockade and disrupt the industry, and then KilRoy gonna produce supplies, and without supplies you can normally not attack. It's enough for me. I also try to push here out the last British forces in north of Burma, and then maybe enter slowly China from the west side. But this is all high mountains. This will need weeks. Ceylon also will rush. I have here local minesweepers coming up to clean the mines and protect my ports, that I can later on ship more equipment without fearing to hit a mine. Mine hits are always terrible. So my infantry is closing in. I'm not so sure if KilRoy is moving or if he wants to stay here and fight. We will see. And my tanks are arriving at Port of Darwin. I already start to unload, but it's not completely. So maybe need 1 or 2 more days to unload everything in Darwin. Yeah, and here in New Caledonian, unloading of supplies is done. Unloading of new division is also done. I'm not so sure if there's more coming. Oh yeah, here's more coming. Yeah. So there's more equipment coming to New Caledonian. Hopefully this will help me in the long run. And my carrier force is here now at I can just bend this. So I arrived at Rabul without any accident or incidents. And Akagi is now here. I can make here some emergency repairs maybe for 10 days. You can also stand it down and make this in 3, 4, 5 days. And then maybe return to Japan. Yeah. And Marshall Islands, no side of, and I mean there are ships, but I don't really see movement of ships. There's one cruiser mine layer still in the port and one cargo ship outside. Maybe something like this. Good. Then see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.